there's no one talking about Mike Bloomberg. From Mr. E's Trump and Epstein Coincides files. A Mr. E production. Please listen to the disclaimer about this video first, as only George Carlin can.
From you sooner or later, because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. And by the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hard-working people continue. These are people with modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all.
Every voter, I don't care about you, I just want your vote, I don't care. See, now the press will take that and they'll say he said a horrible...
In this video, we will venture down various rabbit holes. At times it may seem confusing or disorienting, but don't worry. It will all make sense in the end. Please stand by. Do not attempt to adjust your cell phone screen. Hey, that's not bad. Let's investigate. Number 7 on the list, Mike Bloomberg. Mike is a former mayor from New York City. He ranks in the top 10 richest people. He is the majority owner and co-founder of Bloomberg LP. Bloomberg LP is a major media and financial data company. And the media is silent about him because he is the media. So it makes trying to find connections or coincidences rather difficult. Just because a person associates with Jeffrey Epstein does not mean they are guilty. They could be just coincidences. Such coincidences as that the former head chancellor for New York City schools, Joel Klein. He started working with Clinton in the 90s as an assistant attorney general. He was appointed by Bloomberg in 2002 as the school's chancellor. Bloomberg's police were arresting kids illegally at the schools. Mike and Klein took no accountability for the policies and policing they allowed. In 2011, Klein stepped down as chancellor and became vice president of News Corp under Rupert Murdoch. Coincidentally, in 2013, Klein had meetings with Epstein. He visited Epstein with Woody Allen and Hilary Barat. We know Epstein would recruit from high schools in Florida and Manhattan. He preyed on those in foster care and from broken homes. The more vulnerable, the better. These actions can cause ripples in people's lives. In the released Hillary emails on WikiLeaks, Klein is mentioned. The Teachers Association were frantic when they heard the rumor Klein might be Clinton's head of education in 2016, as his policies were toxic. But according to Joe Williams, the executive director of Democrats for Education Reform, said Joe made education sexy again. Starting after his conviction in 2008, Epstein attempted to salvage his image and reputation. He began having positive articles wrote from his own foundation. Coincidentally, in 2013, Epstein posted this article applauding Bloomberg for the charter schools. Epstein is a longtime supporter of Bloomberg. It's a big club. And you ain't in it. Or how about this other coincidence? Bloomberg buying this mansion in Colorado from Henry Kravis, also in Epstein's Black Book, who coincidentally is a huge supporter of Donald Trump and the Republican Party. And speaking of presidency, back in 2020, Mike ran against Trump for president. Donald and Mike weren't always rivals. In fact, Mini Mike and Don the Con have been friends for many years. They frequent the same charities, weddings, and parties. They both have the same tax-evading offshore account schemes. Both are in the Pandora, Paradise, and Panama Papers. Mike has his money managers put his assets in a blind trust. It's just as a mystery. Grab bag of assets no one knows until it's time to pay out. Mike said he doesn't know where his investments go. He assumes his money managers are legit and legal. Even though exposed all of his illegal tax dodging techniques, he pledged to use all legal means to find the source of the Pandora leak. Bloomberg has offshore accounts in the Cayman Islands, Cypress Island, Bermuda, Bahama, come on pretty mama, Mauritius Island, and the Virgin Islands. And another coincidence, I came across an article from 2008 regarding Bloomberg having a meeting with the USVI Governor John DeJong. They sat down to talk about opportunities to further the education development in the territory. And coincidentally, it was during the same time frame someone else was investing in USVI education. Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein's victims were enrolled at USVI University with Johng's help. But not by John. Instead, his wife Cecile. She was on Epstein's board for his philanthropy foundation, the Epstein VI Foundation. She helped him procure visas and arranged English classes for the victims. And they were very close. She stayed at his apartment in 2017 during surgery she underwent. John was arrested on embezzlement charges in 2015. He hosted a United Nations art exhibit at his home as a front to help victims of human trafficking from Uganda. As governor, John DeJong was the one who had headed negotiations for Disney Cruise Line, as well as now current governor Albert Bryan. He was connected to Epstein too. There was a crazy theory that Disney was sending kids to Little St. James, marked as false information. Captain Nautica's snorkeling adventure. According to a Disney Cruise Line itinerary, they have snorkeling near Little St. James. Disney said it was a third party not affiliated with Disney, just linked as an activity people could do. According to the fact checkers, the cruise does stop near the island and people can snorkel there. Disney said the tour had no connection to the island itself. The theorist said because of this incident with 3 Disney employees that a judge were arrested gave it merit. There's no way Disney would let things like this happen. There's no way they would try to cover and hide things like this. It's the most magical place on the planet.